Hello, Gemini, and welcome to January. On January 11th, the nodes of fate will shift from your 11th Aries house and your 5th Libra house to the Pisces Virgo axis until July 26, 2026. The focus will be on your Pisces North Node in the 10th house of career and reputation, legacy, father figures, fame, status. The 10th house covers government positions, political figures, and the Virgo South Node will be entering your 4th house of your ancestral roots, home, family, children, motherhood, the people that you live with. And this energy for that shift started to occur with the lunar Pisces eclipse in September. I drew a tarot card for that eclipse and described it in detail, and we'll link the video for you in the description box down below. Since July of 2023, the focus was on collective communities, your biggest dreams, hopes, wishes, goals, new groups to join, charitable events, science, technology, AI, internet projects, large financial gains that come in from the 10th house, and lottery wins all fall in the 11th. Also, the 11th house is a celebrity house. You could have become, or still will, become an internet celebrity, like on YouTube, for example, or Instagram or TikTok. Here was the focus, and there was a letting go of energy in that 5th Libra house of love and romantic partners, fun, luck, children, sports, self-creativity, theater, etc. If there was a relationship that wasn't working out, you could have let it go with ease, as the South Node releases a karmic story, having been wrapped up and finished and swept away to clear space for a new love to come in. Issues with your children, if you have any, may have come up also, but to come up to be healed. It could also have been that your children may have been gaining more independence, so you may not have been as involved in their everyday life so much. The South Node is known as Ketu. It is the end of the dragon, or the backside. Rahu is the head of the dragon with an insatiable hunger wherever it goes. Both nodes represent fate. Rahu is where we are heading and are unfamiliar with the energy, and Ketu is where we have already been, representing our past lives. You could have been less focused on yourself and more on the group collective, large friend groups, social groups like large communities on the internet or social movement, philanthropic groups. You could have been driven to accomplish a dream or a goal or a wish, or just have been more future-oriented. There could have been opportunities for investments with groups into like AI, tech, science. You could have been more interested in astrology or even won the lotto. The 11th house is where we gain money, especially from the 10th, but we can also have sudden windfalls here. So if you change careers, you may now be that the North Node is going into the 10th, and you can gain more money from that move. Don't worry if you haven't felt like you didn't accomplish some 11th house goal and that time passed you by. We still have more time because there will be one more solar eclipse in Aries on March 29th at 8 degrees, and that energy will reverberate out and finish up by the Aries full moon in October. Solar eclipses bring in something new and energize that house that they're happening in. It will be a time to make a wish and start to manifest that dream if you haven't already. We will have an extension of this Aries energy, and it will continue on in your 11th house for some time in years to come, as Neptune, the planet of dreams, will leave Pisces and enter Aries on March 30th, the day right after that solar eclipse. And then Saturn will move in on May 24th. So this will all lead up to a Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries at 0 degrees, which will happen on February 20th, I believe, 2026. And this will crystallize your hopes, wishes, and dreams in that 11th house. The lead up to that conjunction kicks off with Saturn conjuncting the North Node and Pisces in that 10th house. And that energy can start to be felt from the end of this March, exact on April 18th through the 22nd, and it will be felt all the way until the end of May. Don't worry about all these dates that I'm throwing out there. I'm going to list them in the description box down below. This conjunction, I think, can be that spark of the idea of where you would like to go next in terms of career. If you don't have something appear or manifest or crystallize around that above time period that I just mentioned, you can take your wildest dreams and make them real by putting in the work, starting again in that time frame. with the note of fate being involved, and see the reward come or the full picture by the time of the conjunction when Saturn conjuncts Neptune on February 20th, 2026 at 0 degrees, which is actually the Fool card in the tarot and represents new beginnings, faith in the future, and believing in the universe. And that conjunction is happening right at the beginning of your Aries 11th house. The 11th house is the house of hopes and dreams. So very fitting, no? Just remember that nothing will just appear for you from the ethers. Saturn does require you to put the hard yards in, but will always reward you when you do. So come up with some kind of plan now. Start building like an attainable structure, or don't waste time if it's too overwhelming. Start finding the right people who can help you do that, because the universe is on your side when it comes to where you want to go next in life. The focus now is going into your Pisces 10th house. You'll still, like I said, have several years of this Aries 11th house energy, which is great. But this focus now is going into your Pisces 10th house, representing father figures, titles, career, status, fame, political figures, government, your reputation and legacy you wish to leave behind. And then the South Node of the Dragon's Tail will be in that 4th house, putting old karmic family stories to rest for new beginnings to emerge. The focus will be on your outer persona and a moving away from and letting go of the root or the base of your chart as you become more public or in the public eye some way. If there is anything going on at home, it will be important to resolve those issues around your family stories so you can focus on what you want to do out in the world. I think being in the public eye or more high visibility could be very prominent for you, since Uranus will move into your 1st house on July 7th until November 7th for a brief stay before retrograding back into Taurus for a bit, but really only affecting you early Geminis from like 0 to 5 degrees, sun, moon, or rising, or if you have a late Scorpio or Sag placement, like at those anoretic 28, 29 degrees, or that 0 to 5 degree mark going into the next sign. Uranus in the 1st can bring you sudden fame or recognition, especially with the North Node of Destiny heading into your career and public house. Not to mention Pluto and Aquarius in that 9th house will trine over to you. Again, this is for mostly early degree Geminis, but at some point you will have Pluto as it progresses through Aquarius trine your sun, moon, or ascendant. But I'm talking about early degrees will be this year, be feeling it the most. Aquarius for you rules the 9th house of long distance travel, foreigners, publishing, law school, med school, religion, publishing, just to name a few. So maybe your title is changing due to publishing a book, or broadcasting. You could become well known in a place other than where you were born. Jupiter will move into your 2nd money and banking house in the sign of its exaltation in Cancer in June, and Jupiter rules your 10th career house of Pisces. So you could absolutely be making more money as Jupiter will trine up to that North Node in the 10th house, and Saturn as well. You can make money in creative work or anything to do with women and children, a nonprofit, changing your diet, and it changes the way that you appear in the public eye. But also you'll have to watch what you eat as Jupiter expands wherever it goes, and we'll go into that 2nd, which rules our mouth and what we eat. You could also start like a food blog on Instagram, something like that. You could start a business with family members, do cosmetic work for your face and teeth. You can also see an increase to your bank account and self-esteem when Jupiter moves here in June and will stay for the course of a year. It will trine your money and water houses of Scorpio on the 6th, again highlighting work and health for you, but in a positive way, and your 10th Pisces house of career in the public. I think that's all for now, Gemini. It was a little bit of a long one, and we'll see you in February, but I think you're going to like these upcoming changes.